Hey, Hugh here, and just coming at you with a video talking about principles of thinking and producing content that is going to obviously grow your business. It's really important that we understand that content comes from having a creative mindset. It comes from thinking first and then implementing. So what I mean by that is if we just try and do all the time without really thinking things through, it can often lead to a really undesired outcome. A lot of the time I see this with business owners that are hustling or working, and that's great. Like having that energy and that focus is really great. But if you don't put yourself out to actually get like an awareness of where you're going and your kind of long-term strategy, right? I've got a chessboard next to me here. This is a really good example, right? When you're playing chess, you're thinking of the long-term strategy. You're thinking of, 3, 5, 7 moves ahead so you can win the game. And it's the same with your content marketing. You need to just plan everything out. I generally plan or at least a week in advance so that I know where my content is going. I know the structure, I know the flow, and that's going to really help you, especially when you're producing pillar content and you're breaking that down and repurposing content across platforms. You're using it for audio, you're using it for written blogs as well. I try and break everything down into written, audio, and video because then it has the maximum impact and it allows you to reach a wider audience. It allows you to bring people towards you. If you imagine your content, is the machine in your business that draws people into your marketing, it pre-qualifies people. You build this like kind of loyal following. So your marketing becomes simpler, your lead cost becomes less and sometimes nothing because people just want to work with you. And then your client acquisition system, your sales system becomes easier as well. So the way I look at it is there's 3 parts to this. You have your content machine, then you have your marketing machine, and in the middle, that kind of laser focus is your sales machine. So you need to be feeding people into this content machine. You need to be producing content that is congruent to a single message, but you also need to be producing content that allows people to connect with you in different ways. Like sometimes telling stories, sometimes using how-to videos like this, sometimes just doing quirky things and sharing some of your lifestyle to draw people in towards you. People by people, right? So if you're trying to grow your brand, right, that's under your name, that's your face, then you need to be getting out there onto video like this regularly and then repurposing that across different platforms. If you're having a hard time with producing content, then maybe take a step back and maybe actually think about who you're speaking to. What is the message that you're sharing with people? So many people lack clarity when it comes to their communication. And if you can get really clear on how to communicate with people effectively, on how to influence people, so understanding like what struggles people have, what's going through their mind, how can you connect with them on their level rather than just talking to them? Because I understand how hard content marketing is. I understand when you finally you can have the courage to get the camera out and you're like, right, I'm gonna do a video, and then your mind just goes blank and you just blah, and you can't produce anything, right? It's really, really hard. So what I did, I think like 5 years ago when I first started doing videos, was I told a really personal story of mine, and then over the course of the next week or two, I just started telling little snippets and different things around that story that related to my audience at the time, which was like depressed guys who were going through a hard time, right? So if you think about who you're speaking to, you can tell stories that relates to that, and then that in itself becomes the mechanism to bring people into your marketing, right? Marketing is great, having paid ads. Obviously, I'm a Facebook ads expert. I've been doing this for years, but you need to have good content marketing in place as well, especially if you're an expert and you're trying to scale to multiple 6 figures, 7 figures. It's not good enough just to have one funnel, right? Having this like landing page to an opt-in, to an email series, to a webinar or a sales page or an application page, that's not enough in 2019. You need to be producing content for 2 reasons. 1, you're going to massively reduce the cost of your marketing, and 2, you're just going to be doing good things, right? You're going to be sharing your impact with the world. Chances are you're an expert because you want to help people. So do that through your content first, add value first, and then you can ask, right? It's like Gary Vee always talks about jab, 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 right hook. And it's true, it works, right? This works across the board. You need to just keep jabbing, adding value through your content, and then every now and again use a right hook, whether that's just asking for somebody's email, whether it's for their phone number, whether it's to get them to book a call, watch a webinar, or actually give you money. It's really important that we use content first to connect with people, and then we ask for whatever it is that we're trying to get from them. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, leave a comment below, and I'll speak to you real soon. Take care.